We're going to talk about how to make the note that you're singing vibrate, the vibrato. We are going to talk about why it happens and why it doesn't happen. So I got this comment on one of my last videos from Alana. She wrote, "I've never been able to consciously vibrate my voice like that. Sometimes it happens and then sometimes it doesn't, but I never know how to do it on purpose. Can you tell me?" All right, I'm going to tell you, Alana, and everybody else who's watching. Now, the vibrato is basically just a natural waveform of a note. Like if we listen to that re, you can kind of hear this vibration in the note. It's very subtle, but it's there. And with singing, it's not something that you actually have to do consciously. The thing that you have to be conscious about is not trying to create the vibrato, but being conscious about how you breathe. Okay, so the key to vibrato is to have a note that is well supported by diaphragmatic breathing, and that as this breath is being supplied up and it's flapping, the air is flapping through your vocal cords, creating the note, creating the sound, there's a frequency to that sound. There's a natural vibration and oscillation when you're letting that note resonate. So if you haven't watched the video on diaphragmatic breathing, go check that out first and then come back and continue this. I'll get on with the explanation now. What it is that basically when you don't have a vibrato in your voice, it's usually because a couple of things are happening. Usually you're not breathing fully deeply and supplying that note with the engine required for it to create the vibrato. And another thing, probably the biggest thing that gets in the way of that vibration is tension. When you have tension in your throat, in your body, what's happening is that your vocal cords are not freely flowing. They're not just like chilling, flapping like they should be doing. There's tension there. And all of that tension in your muscles down here and your muscles in your throat and your shoulders, everywhere, all of that tension in your body is blocking the vibrato. So sometimes when we sing from the chest or we sing from the throat. We're not singing from that very deep diaphragmatic place. And this is something that you should be training your body to do, is to always use that breath and to always stay relaxed and not to be singing shallowly from up here. Like, I'm on the deep end. I'm on the deep end. Watch as I dive in. I did not try to create that vibrato. What I focused on was staying relaxed, staying open here, and staying open down here and supporting my voice. So that leads me to the other part, is that you need to have this chamber, your face, basically is like your resonance chamber. And this also has to be open and relaxed. So what you want to do, you can do a little kind of yawn. Lift everything up so that your palate up here, your cheekbones are very high and the bottom of your jaw is very relaxed. And when you're singing, you're going to have your tongue behind your bottom teeth. So you have a lot of openness here. Your chest is up, it's strong. Your shoulders are back. They're active, but at the same time relaxed. And everything here is engaged, ready to breathe. So everything is just open. So that's how you need to prepare your instrument. Your instrument is physical. It's your body. It's your voice. So all of that needs to be lined up in order for you to create the vibrato. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to give you a trick to show you how you can work on developing that vibrato. One of the things that I've found helpful is to sing on an M. If we think about the letter M, it's very primordial. It's a sound. It's mama. And if you actually hold on an M, you're going to feel it vibrating. If you're all relaxed, just try and go, That was good. And you're going to feel even some buzzing on your tongue, your teeth, your lips. Okay, I didn't feel it there, but I didn't really breathe, so And that is going to lead us into this exercise that's going to help you to find your vibrato. You don't need to push for your vibrato. You don't need to think consciously about your vibrato. You don't need to pull. All of that tension is going to take it away. It's going to dull it. The times that you're having vibrato, coming back to the original question, is because you're supported properly, you're singing properly, and you're relaxed. That's how it's coming naturally. It's that natural wavelength. So we're just going to go on, actually starting on C major, okay? And we're just going to go on an M. If you're losing air at the end, just set your shoulders back. And here, doing these M's actually takes a lot of air. What you're doing is you're basically using all of the diaphragm to put some pressure onto your voice through the chamber here so that you can really feel the vibration. So don't be worried if you run out of air. What we're really looking for is that warmth, that resonance of the voice, which is everything when it comes to vibrato. And now what we're going to do is we're going to just open this up when we get to the top on an ah. So we're going to go and I want you to take a deep breath so that you're ready. And on the last note, we're going to do it quickly. And on the last note, when we get back down to C, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. When we get back to the do, I want you to just hold the ah, okay? And then you should feel that vibrato. And now let's actually move up a little bit. Same thing. Ready? Deep breath, relaxed, open. And now as I'm moving up here, we're going to hear more of the vibrato as we get higher. I'm going to do just a few more. Let me know if you find that as we do these, you're feeling your vibrato open up and release. We'll do one more. Now, another thing too is when it comes to vibrato, I've said this in a lot of my videos, is that you can't decouple the emotion from the sound. So as you're singing things that require a lot of warmth, a lot of resonance, a lot of emotion to be poured into them, allow that to just guide your voice to loosen, to open, to relax the tension, to release the tension, to support with all the air that you need. And then that is also going to feed that natural vibrato. So I don't want you to do any pushing. I don't want you to do any pulling. I don't want you to do any overthinking. I just want you to get into your body and see if you can find that stillness, that peace, that relaxation that's going to allow you to access the vibrato within. I hope that this helped. If you have any further questions about it, if there's anything that's not clear from this video, let me know. Let me know how the exercises were for you. Did that help you? Were you able to find your vibrato when you did those exercises with me? And yeah, that's it. Let me know if there's any songs you want me to cover in a next video. And I'll see you soon. Thank you.